When I was younger, I thought only expensive art supplies could make vibrant artworks. This belief held me back. I kept waiting, assuming I need better tools to create something truly beautiful. But everything changed the moment I stopped comparing student-grade art supplies to the expensive ones. Instead of forcing them to mimic professional tools, I started exploring what they could offer. And over time, I learned that even with a handful of colors from a budget-friendly brand, you can still create wonders. Let me show you how in today's episode of Oil Pastel Drawing with 12 Colors. Hello everyone, I'm Janani and this is a beginner-friendly guide on how to paint a landscape. I'm using a 12-color palette from DOMS, but feel free to use any brand of your choice. For the surface, I'm using a chart paper. If you don't have one, cold press watercolor paper is a great alternative. We're gonna work on the textured side of the chart paper. This difference can be very subtle to feel, but if you place it under the sunlight, you will notice that the textured side has matte finish while the smooth side appears glossy. I'm gonna cut my paper into a rectangle measuring 35 x 25 cm. Feel free to adjust the size of your painting to your preference. I start by dividing my paper into 4 equal halves. I draw a horizontal line 2 cm below the center guide. This is our skyline. Then mark 1/3 and halfway points as shown. Mirror this halfway point 2 cm outwards and connect them with a soft curved line. Mirror the same point on the opposite side at the halfway mark to complete the pathway. This creates a balanced composition where the path appears narrower in the middle ground and gradually widens towards the foreground, adding depth and perspective. I'm gonna erase strong lines from the sketch. I made them darker so it's easy for you to follow through, but I recommend a light hand sketch to keep your final painting clean. I prefer working from light to dark. Starting with a lighter tone allows me to gradually build and guide the shadows more intentionally. The best way to study a painting is to observe the values of light and dark and see how they complement with each other. In the background, I see a soft blend of pale yellow, light green, muted blues and white. I loosely take note on these lighter values and start filling in the background. Breaking off small bits of pastel helps me to cover more space in less time. Once I roughly place the colors, I blend harsh edges using white, which helps everything melt together into a soft gradient. After each blend, I gently wipe the pastel clean. It's a small habit, but it keeps the color looking vibrant. Let's start building the shadows. For a misty vibe, I'm gonna mute all the blues in my painting. I'm layering white over light blue to get a muted blue-gray tone. Since the tree on this side will be light peach, I'm gonna blend the same hue into the blue, resulting in a grayish tone that feels cohesive with the tree's palette. For the lemon yellow background, I'm using 3 colors, light green, dark green and Persian blue to add shadows. Gently smudge the colors to soften any harsh lines. For the light peach background, I'm adding brown to build a subtle contrast. If something feels too bold, add a touch of white to calm it down, or apply darker values to build your shadows. Keep adjusting until you are satisfied with your base. I start with a loose sketch of lines, just placing the trees within the composition first. While drawing trees in a landscape, I like to keep perspective in mind. Let the trees closest to you feel stronger and bolder. As the tree moves further back in the scene, their trunk becomes thinner and more delicate. It's a subtle shift that adds beautiful sense of distance. Gently smudge the base of the trees. This helps anchor it to the ground. Now I'm adding light green, Persian blue and black, and I'm going to gently blend everything with the foreground. I'm building a contrast base for the floral pattern that I will add in later. I'm using light blue to sketch out the shadows. Once I'm happy with the composition, I'm layering it with black. Now I'm going to blend them gently in the direction of the shadows. To achieve an illusion of depth, I'm adding random blobs of colors on the pathway. While drawing them, be mindful to leave some white spaces to mimic highlights. Notice how I add uneven, broken lines along the edges of the path. This gentle hint of line makes it feel like the path is appearing on its own, making it seamlessly merge with the rest of the composition. I'm adding lemon yellow over the black to create warm glowing highlight. It helps the tree feel softly lit by the sunlight. This is one of the most satisfying part of my painting process, watching the trees come to life, slowly transforming the painting into something alive and vibrant. I'm layering black, Persian blue and dark green to build contrast along the tree lines. I like to add more details to my painting using stippling technique. With each tiny dot, I'm placing tiny hints of leaves and blooms. The more you add, the more vibrant your painting becomes. It is a time-consuming process, but it truly brings your painting to life. I'm gonna fill the space with bunch of floral patterns. To paint the flowers, I make 3 strokes that meets at one point, like tiny petals coming together. I'm trying to keep the layout as random as possible. I'm gonna clean the pastel after each use to keep the color vibrant. To fill the gaps in between the flowers, I'm going to draw fine lines with black and dark green. To create balance, I'm going to fill the rest of the composition with few more dots that mimics leafy texture. Blend any harsh lines if needed. Once I'm happy with the composition, I'm gonna layer primary red to add a pop of color and vibrancy to my painting. I'm gonna layer few random blobs of brown and blend them with light peach. I'm adding small dots with brown to create branching effect. I'm gonna repeat the process until the balance feels right. Then I'm gonna highlight using lemon yellow. There are some empty spaces, so I'm gonna add few more trees in the background. gonna add random blobs of light green. Then add dark green dots to create branching effect. To increase the contrast, I'm using Persian blue and adding my highlights using lemon yellow. I add few more dots along the pathway to imitate fallen leaves. This adds more character and warmth to your painting. Finally, I'm going to add tiny silhouettes using black color pencil. It is so satisfying to see how they breathe life into your painting, like the last puzzle piece that brings everything together. I hope you found this video more informative. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for all your support and I'm so sorry that I couldn't upload for a while. I planned on uploading weekly from now. In my next video, I'll be answering some frequently asked questions on blending and layering techniques. Leave a comment if there is anything you would like me to cover, and I will see you guys in the next one.